Last, I guess, regular season home game for the boys this year. It's been a cracking year at home. We obviously want to finish the job this week and make sure it stays as a bit of a fortress.
Yeah, tough challenge for us this weekend. So obviously secured a home quarter-final already, and we've had a 6-day turnaround. We had a fairly light Monday. We had a better session yesterday, but the challenge is certainly going to be on a 6-day turnaround, trying to get up for another physical game. We know that the Rebels have been quite physical throughout their encounters this year. They've performed exceptionally well, and they've got a lot to play for. Sort of sitting just inside the 8 at the moment, and challenging for higher spots on the ladder to, well, potentially play us in the first round of the quarterfinals.
Yeah, do you see it that this could be a potential rematch in 2 weeks?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, from our perspective, we need a little bit of luck now. So we're sitting third, and the top 2 teams, the Blues and the Hurricanes, do have some challenging games coming up. But those results are out of our control at the moment. The only thing we can do is try and get a performance on the weekend, and hopefully that performance results in a win. And if we can get 5 points out of a game, we've sort of spoken about that scenario. That's the likely scenario that we're going to need in order to get a top 2 finish. Yep, it's a bit like that.
Do you target that now that you know you've got that home quarter-final locked in? Does it change your approach these next 2 games in terms of going for that bonus point?
No, the focus has been the same for the last couple of weeks in terms of, we're out there to try and put our best performance on the paddock, and the first priority is to get a win. And then if we're in a situation in the game where the game is comfortably won within the last 10 minutes, then we'll be talking about those scenarios.
Billy and Tooley back, I was like, what are we missing? I guess handy to be able to bring those 2 boys back at this time of the year.
Yeah, so Tooley sort of had a high ankle sprain and kept him out for a while, and was on the verge of coming back last week, and we probably could have picked him, but we gave him that extra week to fully recover, and he's trained well this week. And then Billy's got a bit of a grumbly knee at the moment. We bring him back in this week and expect him to play with a little bit of pain through that knee, but he's very keen to get back out there for sure.
A few selection headaches over the next couple of weeks. Are they nice problems to have?
Yeah, they can sort of derail your team as well. They're good problems to have for sure. I think we certainly want to have everyone available and ready for selection. That'll add to the depth that we have on the bench, and no surprises, we try and use our bench a little bit earlier than other teams in the competition. We try and share the load throughout the 80 minutes across both forwards and backs, and we certainly need that experience or that control or quality players coming off the bench to make sure that we finish the game strongly.
The Rebels, with everything that's been going on in the background for them, do you feel like they'll almost have a point to prove?
Yeah.
Coming weeks?
Yeah, and I think you've seen that in the games this year. Starting from their first game, we had them in the first round, and we probably got lucky in that game. I don't think that we played the better rugby. I thought they played the better rugby, but we came away with the victory, and they were very physical, very much up for that game, and we've seen that throughout the competition for them. That there's certainly something to play for them, and we know that's going to be a challenge for us in terms of the physical encounter that they're going to bring. But equally, we've spoken a lot about a top 2 finish, and without a win this weekend, we've no chance of finishing top 2.